Good morning, and a warm welcome to your show, Sunny Mornings, Ocean Beach. I'm your host, Melissa, and it's Tuesday, May 12th. You'll be interested to know. 100 years ago, today, in 1926, Roald Amundsen and Umberto Nobile completed a daring first flight over the North Pole in a dirigible, navigating icy skies and proving polar air travel was possible. Their successful airship expedition marked a major technological milestone, expanding human reach into polar regions and inspiring further exploration and aeronautical innovation. So now you know. And now, it's time for the Surf Report. Tuesday at Ocean Beach. This morning it's looking fair with waves around 3 to 5 feet. Conditions are choppy as the wind is onshore at 7 miles per hour, increasing slightly throughout the day. Expect the wind to pick up to 10 miles per hour by noon, making things a bit more bumpy. Best time to ride is at 6 a.m. with the 3-foot incoming high tide, when the west-northwest swell is 4 feet at 11 seconds, and the onshore wind is 7 miles per hour. The first high tide on Tuesday will be 4 feet just after 8:30 a.m., followed by a 1-foot low tide at 2:15. The nearshore buoy in San Francisco Bar reads 60 degrees for the water temperature. Choppy conditions dominate Wednesday with waves ranging from 3 to 5 feet and winds from the west-northwest at up to 22 miles per hour. Thursday offers a brief respite with cleaner waves between 3 to 6 feet early, though conditions become choppy later as winds shift to the west. Friday sees a return to choppy surf, with heights reaching 5 to 7 feet and winds increasing throughout the day. This morning, it's mostly cloudy, and it feels like 56 degrees, with 5 mile per hour wind. The sunset will take place at 8:10, and it will rise again tomorrow at 6:01. It looks like we're in for a mostly cloudy day, with a high near 59, dropping to around 57 in the afternoon, accompanied by a moderate west-southwest breeze, around 10 miles per hour, with gusts hitting 22. If you're inland, it will hit a high of 60. Tonight, expect mostly cloudy skies, with a low around 54, and a breezy west wind, around 16 miles per hour, with gusts up to 28. Looking ahead in the weather. This morning, it's mostly cloudy, and it feels like 56 degrees, with 5 mile per hour wind. The sunset will take place at 8:10, and it will rise again tomorrow at 6:01. It looks like we're in for some mostly cloudy skies today, with a high around 60 and a mild breeze. Tonight, expect continued mostly cloudy conditions, with a low of 56 and light winds picking up a bit. Bonjour, food enthusiasts. This podcast is brought to you by Versailles Cafe and Pastries in Encinitas. Nestled on El Camino Real South, just north of Encinitas Boulevard, this cafe is a haven for culinary delights. Indulge in their amazing Eggs Benedict or their gluten-free crepes. You can grab a panini for lunch or just breeze on through to get your morning coffee. They are open every day from 8 to 5. So stop on by and don't forget to tell them Sunny Morning sent you. In local news, in a notable case from the Bay Area, a Palo Alto sophomore has filed a civil rights lawsuit against his high school, claiming he was unfairly punished due to a faulty artificial intelligence detection tool. The student's essay, centered on The Crucible by Arthur Miller, explored themes of community and unreliable testimony, reflecting on the Salem witch trials. After submitting the assignment in October, he was accused of primarily using AI for its composition and received a D after a required in-class rewrite. Despite providing extensive evidence, including a 1,162-page packet, the Palo Alto Unified School District has refused to resolve the matter, prompting the federal lawsuit. Now on to sports. Trading card market sales reached record highs in April, driven by Cooper Flag and Pokemon. A pair of seven-figure private sales and a new all-time high for grading activity highlighted another impressive month for the trading card market. Sales tracker Card Ladder recorded more than $616 million in online secondary market sales for the industry, marking the highest single month recorded by the tool since its reporting began in 2024. April's total is the fourth consecutive record month recorded by Card Ladder. Trading card grading also reached an all-time high in April, with more than 3.1 million cards graded by third-party authenticators. In local sports, the Giants are back in Los Angeles tonight, looking to even up their series against the Dodgers at Dodger Stadium. Adrian Hauser takes the mound against Yoshinobu Yamamoto with first pitch at 7:10. San Francisco has got some momentum heading into this one. They won 2 straight before dropping game, won 9-3 yesterday. But that loss stings a bit when you are sitting at 17-24. The Dodgers are one of the division's best, so this matchup matters in the standings picture. Hauser is going to need to keep their bats in check against a premier pitcher like Yamamoto. The G-Men's offense will have their hands full, but this rivalry always brings something special. Tonight sets the tone for how the rest of this series plays out. Out on the farm, Stanford landed a major recruiting win Sunday when top-ranked defensive back Savoy Guidry committed to the Cardinal. Guidry had more than 20 Division I offers on the table, but chose the farm. The junior from Louisiana recorded 33 tackles, 15 pass breakups, and 3 interceptions last season. It is the 4th addition to Stanford's 2027 recruiting class, signaling progress in head coach Tavita Pritchard's rebuild. In top news, the world's highest-flying repo men are collecting Spirit Airlines jets. The company's collapse has triggered a mission to retrieve dozens of planes and deposit them in Arizona boneyards. The first call came to Bob Allen's phone at 6 p.m. Eastern Time on a Friday, instructing him to get the repo men ready. While Spirit Airlines was still operating, aircraft leasing firms were anxious to reclaim their bright yellow jets as Spirit barreled toward liquidation. Allen stated he had 6 hours to find 20 pilots. Nomadic Aviation Group quickly assembled a roster of pilots, most of whom had worked for Spirit, creating a WhatsApp group that swelled to 40 pilots. One pilot who had just landed asked, "Can I fly in shorts?" Giordano replied, "Not a problem," adding that they generally wear khakis and polos, but must adapt as needed. In business news, El Salvador's Bitcoin-loving president has allegedly frozen assets of local news outlet El Faro. The outlet has reported that assets tied to 2 of its shareholders, including bank accounts and property, have been frozen. El Faro maintains that President Nayib Bukele ordered this action as retaliation for its investigations into corruption within his administration. This alleged move is ironic, as Bukele has positioned himself as one of Bitcoin's most vocal advocates. Freezing bank accounts contradicts the cypherpump philosophy that underpins the financial technology. Director Carlos Data called the measures political rather than fiscal, accusing the government of trying to silence critical voices. In crypto movement, Bitcoin is unchanged at about $81,000. Ethereum is down 1% to about 2,000. And XRP is up 1% to $1.46. Moving on to a more local vibe. In our community spotlight on health and wellness, we are working with a national Pilates studio to bring you some free classes, so listen up. Check out Club Pilates, with several locations in the San Diego area. Pilates presents a comprehensive wellness approach, cultivating strength, reducing tension, and elevating mental well-being. Scientific research affirms its benefits. So now you can check out Club Pilates for a free class, with locations in Encinitas, Solana Beach, Oceanside, La Jolla, and more. Just be sure to tell them Sunny Morning sent you by. And now, back to the show. Let's talk science. There is a reason your allergies are awful this year, and they are going to get worse. New types of pollen, and more of it, are in the air this spring season, thanks to climate change. Climate change is making your allergies worse by creating longer and more intense pollen seasons, according to research from scientists and physicians. Paul Beggs, an environmental health scientist, states, "We know that climate change is leading to greater amounts of pollen in the atmosphere." AccuWeather's 2026 United States allergy forecast predicts more high pollen days this year, driven by storms and temperature swings. Brett Anderson, a climate expert, adds, "The seasonal allergy season in America is expanding." And in entertainment news, Aaron Paul has joined the cast of Fallout Season 3. Details about his role are kept under wraps, while Annabelle O'Hagan and Dave Register have been promoted to series regulars on the Amazon Prime Video science fiction drama. The casting marks a reunion between Paul and executive producers Jonathan Nolan and Lisa Joy, who cast the Breaking Bad star in the final season of their show Westworld. Created by Graham Wagner and Geneva Robertson Dworet, Fallout is based on the post-apocalyptic video game franchise. It takes place 200 years after a nuclear holocaust, when sheltered vault dwellers return to a violent wasteland. Well, alrighty folks, it's time for the quote of the day. And today, our quote comes from the Norwegian explorer and scientist, Fridtjof Nansen. And he said, "The difficult is what takes a little time. The impossible is what takes a little longer." And that's a wrap for this morning. You can check out our Instagram, YouTube, and TikTok for some captivating aerial videos with local news and the surf reports. Have an amazing day, my good friends. We'll see you tomorrow with another episode of Sunny Mornings, Ocean Beach.